We had to pull up the whole floor.
That pretty brown floor,
Pretty nice brown floor.
which is right here.
Had to pull all that
On the patio.
So we doing a surprise home renovation in our favorite room in the house.
Yes.
Go back. Get that.
The floor is up. So what's the problem, baby?
The problem is the washroom. The pipes leaking through the bottom.
And this mold and stuff. We probably gonna have to take this drywall, this whole wall
We're
down.
probably gonna have to destroy the whole wall, which we've been getting practice on anyway.
Yeah.
So probably
And
have to redo all of that.
for the record, we got this whole floor dry.
Water damage.
Yeah.
Oh, it's very soft. Right
For
there.
a second, I thought it was the hot water heater because I touched and I was like, it's a little puddle right here. And I was like, shoot, we got to get another hot water heater. But then I'm like, wait a minute.
Too much.
Touching, yeah, it's like, nah. And then when you touch this pipe, your hands are wet. This pipe here. So that's how we knew. And it's in the exact position, like where the floor is wet, like halfway through. That's how I knew.
I mean, we had a wash and dry, but by the grace of God, he had us get rid of that.
You can see the floor is completely dry everywhere else. And right here. So that wood was rotting and stuff anyway. I mean, we still got it out here. But it was going to rot anyway. It was going to mildew. We got mold right here. We can't breathe it. We can't breathe it in. And our babies definitely can't breathe it in. We got, you know. So that's it. It's going to be a reno. If I would have known we was going to have to pull up all the floor, I would have recorded that. But I didn't know. I wasn't prepared for that. So, well, y'all.
Hot water coming from a pipe under here.
It's right in that particular spot. That's crazy.
Right there. That's what's been destroying everything that we have under here. Plus a combination of a loose valve.
Which was an easy fix after you get in the wall.
Yeah, this is gonna cost. This is gonna be costly. So, till next time.
This is it right here. It's a little moist, but ain't no water just coming out like it was yesterday. Like, at all. It was coming from right here. And I just wiped, and by now it would have been dripping, and it's not. And so I woke up to a text this morning from my hub saying, saying to check the water and see if it's still like leaking, because when he woke up this morning, it wasn't leaking, but he had to go to work. So I'm here checking. I wiped the floor, and it's moist, but that little pond, that little stream we had coming from right here, you know, it was like a whole pond basically. It is gone. So that's great, because the shutoff valve wasn't on there properly. So we ended up buying new shutoff valves, which we were gonna return because we didn't need it. We just had, he was trying to get it off, and you know, in that he was just like, I'm just gonna break it off. And I was like, oh my God, you're gonna get water everywhere. And he's like, no. He was like, what's the point? It's water everywhere now. And I'm like, okay. So we put a bucket under, and he gets the hammer, and he's like trying to, you know, knock it up, knock it off. And then he hit it like 2 or 3 times, and we were like, wait a minute. Did that water just stop? We touched, he was like, I know you didn't just fix this whole problem with a hammer. And he did. Like, that's one of those things that's like too good to be true. But unfortunately, the damage was already done. So it's not like, oh my God, we done busted a hole in the wall. We didn't have to. We didn't put up this floor. We didn't have to. We had to. That water had already gotten underneath the floor. Here, I'm going to show you. So the water had already gotten underneath the floor and came all the way to about right here. Came all the way to the door, really. And it was a line like under the door where it would be wet. So we got that, and we, you know, we opened up the wall, and we would just have the air fan blowing directly on the wood here. And as you can see, which I know you can tell there, but here it's dry. So we gonna, almost fell. We are going to go ahead today and put the drywall up when Hudson gets home. So I'm excited about that, because we don't have a hole in the wall anymore. But you know, we have to make sure the leak was gone, and it is completely gone. So at this point, we are just, just waiting for him to get home. Son? Son? Huh?